Well, hello there, friends. I'm really excited about how this watercolor painting titled May 25, because it's the 25th painting in my May 2022 flowers collection, May Flowers collection 2022. And I'm excited to tell you about it. So the first thing I guess I want to tell you is that I am utilizing my favorite watercolor palette, which has 63 of my all-time favorite watercolors. I have so many watercolors. It's shocking that I can narrow it down to 63. But that's what I'm using. So the first color that I utilized was the Schminky Transparent Yellow Ochre, and it's pigment yellow number 42. I like to give the pigment information because really there's only so many pigments in the world, and so all the manufacturers are using the same pigments. If you could get, if you know the pigment, then you can get the same color. Yeah, so I buy by pigment. Otherwise, I'd go broke because I own so many different colors. So pigment yellow 42 is the Schminky Transparent Yellow Ochre, which is the background. Then with the stripes, I started with St. Petersburg White Knights Payne's Gray, which is my favorite Payne's Gray, and added in Magello Prussian Blue. In this bowl that you see me painting now, I'm using all core colors, and I love the core cobalt teal. That is PG 50. And I added in Nickel Azo Yellow PY 150, and that's also core. And the reason I did that was, well, Cobalt Teal is granulating, and then the Nickel Azo Yellow is really kind of a cool color. When you add it, it just like chases all the other colors away, and that's kind of cool. So in the vase, I wanted to add texture, so what you see me doing here is sprinkling salt on it, although the Payne's Gray should have texture on its own. The green I'm using is Green Apatite Genuine by Daniel Smith. If you have never tried it, it is so much fun because as it dries, it granulates, which means that it separates into different colors. And this particular color, Green Apatite Genuine, separates into golds and greens, and it's just beautiful. So here you see me coming in with the cobalt teal and kind of spreading it around and just kind of going around the painting. Okay, so the violet is Schminky Cobalt Violet. It's PV 16 up there. And then I'm using Core Quinacridone Magenta, which is PR 122, and Magello Cherry Red, which is Pigment Red 209, which is one of my favorite pigments for red. Over there on the left, that kind of peachy flower is Pigment Red 112. I think that's Magello as well, although I've had it in many different brands. It's my favorite red for that. Then on the, I'm adding in Magello Burnt Sienna, which is a little warmer than other burnt siennas, but I like it, so that's why I use it. Then I'm trying to keep myself limited to a limited color palette, but I just have to go in there with the yellow and the bright orange, which is, I use Pyro orange. It's Pigment Orange 73, and that's Daniel Smith brand that I'm using. And I'm putting in, that brown is Magello, what is that color? Oh, Magello Red Brown. Yeah. And so I'm just finishing it up. One thing that you won't see here that happens off camera, because I had to wait for things to dry, was that I went through and outlined with a Derwent Inktense watercolor pen in sepia ink, and I think it came out pretty great. Hey, like, subscribe, comment, share, blah, 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 all the things you do on the internet. Thanks.